For those songwriters out there, how do you write songs? Is there a certain way that you go about it? Do you like think something in your head? You hear it in your head. The melody comes along and you're like, and you're like, I gotta make that a song. And then do you pick up your guitar and start playing it, or your piano or whatever? Or are you somebody who just starts playing around with their instrument and eventually you come up with a song? Or is it a little bit of both? That's something I want to explore, because for me, I find all my songs from just playing around on my guitar. I don't think I've ever thought, I'm gonna make that a song. Oh shucks, that would have been a perfect song for my circus show. So I think that might be something fun to try in this video. I'm gonna try to come up with a melody in my head and then like use my words to articulate the melody, and then I'm gonna try to play it, learn how to play it on the guitar. And this is tough for me because I am not somebody who has spent very much time like doing that ear training thing. I think that's what it is, where you listen to a song and you figure out how it's played. You know, it's a busy day. I've got the microphone up. I'm working on my album. I might have 10 songs for it. It's getting close to demo stage. That's right. I'm a guy who decided I want to be a rock star about 2 years ago. And one of the components to being a rock star is I think you need to have some original music, and I have been working on original music. I have one demo song that, I don't know if you've been watching my videos, people have been mixing it. And in fact, there's still a chance for you to mix it if you're watching this like on the day this video comes out. If you're watching this 2 years from now, like in the future, you won't have the option to mix it. Okay, I'm sorry. If you're watching this 2 years from now, like in the future, you won't have the option to mix it. Okay, I'm sorry. That is unfortunate. So anyway, as I've been like working on the songs, laying down new tracks, tweaking vocals, doing mixing type things and recording type things that I really don't know much about, but I'm learning about. Like I'll be going through a song I've been working on for a long time. I'm like, I like this part. When did I come up with this part? But I don't actually remember thinking like a logical, like, well, right here, I hear do, 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 and it should go here, so I'm gonna play it and add it here. I guess what I'm trying to say is like this magic that comes from a song. I find it fascinating, but it got me thinking about how people write songs, how you write songs, and how I write songs. And maybe I shouldn't analyze how I write songs. And actually deep down inside, I think I know how I want to write songs, and I'm pretty adamant I want to stick to it. But I want to hear what you guys have to say, because I'm not always right. It might be helpful for me to learn what you guys do, what approaches you take, what little tricks you've done. I already feel like I'm coming up with some tricks. How's it going in there?
Jesus Christ, let me out of here!
Relax.
No, get me out of here!
I'll let you out as soon as you give me a tune, just a cool riff.
What the hell?
Just a couple.
No
cool
way,
riffs,
man.
And then you can go back to your band.
Man, you're crazy.
Tool.
No, you're crazy, man.
But I still think it's fun to take an approach that you've never done before and give it a whirl. I don't know, I think some creative stuff comes out of putting restrictions on yourself or presenting yourself with a new problem. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna do fancy recording, at least not right now. I'm just gonna try to come up with something in my head, and then I'm gonna try to play it on a guitar, and we'll see what happens, okay? I don't know, I'm just gonna go to a comfy spot and just sit there and try to think of like a riff or a little melody. Let's go. It's my wife. This is weird. It's weird just trying to come up with a melody. I don't know, maybe that's not natural. Maybe that's not how other people do it, because maybe it just comes to them. Like, do you ever sit down and just say, okay, I'm gonna come up with a melody in my head? Or does it just come up out of the blue? Or is it maybe something where you've been listening to music and it kind of gets in your head and then it kind of moves from there and you come up with your own thing? I don't think I've ever had that happen to me so far. Like maybe do that about 4 times and then transition into something like that, and then back to now. See, right now that doesn't sound very like, oh, cool, but this is just, you know, it's an experiment. I'm just trying something. Okay, so just maybe with that, let me go get the guitar and try to play that. Then see, the thing is, am I going to remember what I just did. Obviously I can watch the video now. See, that's the thing, I don't even know if I'd remember. So normally, thus far in my musical journey, how I wrote songs was I came up with a riff after noodling around. When I come up with one, I then record it if I think it's cool, and I put it in this folder I called Riff Savers. Here's Riff Savers right here. I don't even remember playing that. Here's one called Pinky. I actually remember this one. Hang on a second. Something like that. I come up with those kind of things as I play around with my guitar. It's never in my brain before I play it on the guitar. So it will go from being a riff and then it will go into Logic. Here's a current song that I just put into Logic, but it's got a long way to go. So one second. This one's called, right now it's All Burning is the name of it. I'm just getting to the point where I feel like I have the song structure, and usually I have verse, chorus, and then I usually don't have a bridge. Bridge usually comes later. And then a lot of times I'll end with another verse. And then I'll find intros and outros. I usually add those at the end. So that's kind of the structure I do things right now when I create a song. But yeah, so this one's still very early. It's still kind of working on the verse and the chorus part. I don't like to share too much of that stuff. This song I would say is completely done. This song's called Don't Mind Your Mind. And it's like got 14 tracks. So there's like 8 guitar tracks, 2 vocal tracks, obviously a bass and a drum track. So here's what like a finished song sounds like. I'm not gonna let you hear it before it's released. If you're interested and you wanna hear what the songs end up sounding like, subscribe to this channel or go out to SoundCloud and follow Tattoowean Farmboy. So let's get back to me trying to come up with a riff. Close. I think that's it. I'm not gonna write a whole song, but let me see if I can put this together and be a little cleaner, okay? So what I'm gonna try to do is get a beat per minute and maybe a little drum behind it and see if I can play it, but I gotta work on the riff first and I'll get back to you. And if you just hang on, dude, this has to be the stupidest video you have ever done because everybody knows that I'm awesome and I can think of a song whenever I want and I can play it and it's gonna be a freaking hit. It's gonna be a rock hit. I will be on top of the charts whenever I do it because I know that I'm awesome because my mom has told me that I'm awesome, okay? Woo-hoo-hoo. I have to say that this has been a good experiment and I think I might need to challenge myself to do this more often. I really was getting into that jam and it's not complex, but to me, it just feels rocking. I can see people up on stage just rocking out to this and just loud and crunchy and like, yeah, if you guys are interested to see how things end up, to see if I can become a rock star. Please subscribe. I don't know. I think I might want to keep exploring this. So here we go.